Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and Borussia Dortmund have won a massive game against RB Leipzig. It ended a 2-1, and as I said, a huge win for Borussia Dortmund. So let's go ahead and talk about it. It was a really great game of football, and I expected this game to be, filled with entertainment. Both teams, these teams like to play attacking football. Dortmund came in this game not in a really good form, whereas Leipzig were on the top of the world. The way that they were playing and the way they were coming into this game, they had a lot of momentum coming into the game, and I think like I said in the prediction video as well, this was gonna be a very high, entertaining game filled with goals, and it was like that. I mean, there was an end-to-end stuff, both teams really going at it, and I think Dortmund played a lot better in this game as compared to what they have been playing for the last 2-3 weeks. They have been really struggling, and even though they have had majority of the possession in the other games as well, but they have not really been able to do anything with that possession. But today I think they were really good on the ball. That was the main problem I had with Dortmund for the last couple of weeks. Was there when off the ball they were really good, but on the ball, and the fact is, like, they are sort of a team that like to play with a majority of the ball, and Leipzig like to counter. So like it was like a perfect fit. Leipzig wanted to counter and Dortmund wanted to hold on to the ball, and that basically resulted in us watching a game of football. And the thing with Dortmund today was, like, they were more composed on the ball, they had more control on the ball, the way that they moved the passes between the players, the link up play today. I think they were a lot more sharp as compared to the last 2-3 weeks where they have been struggling. Like, they had 80% of possession in their game last weekend, but they were not really able to do something with it. The chances that they created were not really that good. Today, on the other hand, as I said, the movement between the players, they were a lot quite sharp, more sharp than they have been for 2-3 weeks, and it showed on the pitch that the players were moving really quick, and the chances they created were quite really good. And even though they went behind early on because Leipzig took the lead, they stayed in the game and they got the result, and they would be really happy that both their strikers scored. Maximilian Weir scores, and then Aguirre scores the winner. And the thing is that I saw so many posts on social media where a lot of people were criticizing Aguirre, whether it was on Twitter, whether it was on Reddit, in YouTube's comment section as well, which baffles my mind. That the guy has been performing so good. He has scored almost 8 or 9 goals at this season, and there was still a lot of criticism for him, which I really don't get, if I'm being very honest with you. Does he miss a lot of chances? That is, you can you could argue about that, but he is the basically Dortmund's most important goal scorer this season. He is the goal threat, and he's the guy they go to when they need goals. So I really don't understand the hate or the criticism that Aguirre is getting, because for me, I think he's having a really good season. And today I think Dortmund's entire team, they had a really good game. I would say I would give big marks to Nuri Sahin, that he knew how important this game was, and they really stepped up for today, and I think they really deserve the praise. I have criticized them a lot for the last 2-3 weeks, but today they were really on point, and they delivered it when it really mattered, because if they had lost this game, they could have possibly quite easily been out of the title picture, if I'm being very honest with you. So they really needed to win this game, and they have gone ahead and they won the game, and they've kept themselves in the title race. And not only that, they have hurt RB Leipzig's chances with this game, with this win. Leipzig, on the other hand, I mean, they would be really disappointed. This is their first defeat of the season, and it comes at a very critical time. It comes on a weekend where of course Bayern Munich have won quite easily, and I think they would be, you can say, they would be a bit unlucky that they had a tough game as compared to Bayern's. I still thought Bayern's game was gonna be a tough, but I think Bayern won it quite easily, as I discussed in the Bayern video. But Leipzig today, I don't think they played that bad. I just think Dortmund had a really good game. It was like Dortmund finally turning up for a big game. They have not really turned up for any big game this season, and they today did, and it showed that they are still a really great team. Leipzig, they played the way that they do. They sat back, they waited for to hit Dortmund on the counter attack. They themselves created a couple of good chances. They took the lead. Šeško was the one who got the first goal, and at that time you would think that Leipzig might go ahead and get the 3 wins, the 3 points. But as Dortmund came back and they held on, Emre Can clearing the claim for a goal line clearance from Emre Can, and that just showed that how Dortmund were really on point today. They really wanted to get the win. And Leipzig, I would just say, they just fell short. They did not play that bad. That's the main thing. Like, as there are some games where a team plays really bad football and you can easily criticize them, but today was not one of those days for RB Leipzig. I think they still played really good football, but it was just not their day. It was Dortmund's day, and I think they played a lot better, and that is why they got the win, and they deserved that win. They created more chances, they had more possession. I think for me the biggest thing to take out of this game is how they were when they had the position. That is like they were so they look more controlled, they look more calm. The thing is that what baffles my mind really is like last weekend they played against a team like St. Pauli, which is a team that is really struggling, a team that you would hope that Dortmund would win the game easily, and they had like 80% of possession in that game, but they never really felt calm. Like they never did felt like that they were in control in that game, even though they had a lot of possession. Today on the other hand, like they were more relaxed. The player they felt they played with more confidence. I just don't know what happened, what Nuri Sahin said to them after that game, or during the weekend, whatever happened, but it worked for them, and they would hope that it continues over the course of the season and they can make a comeback. I still think they can make a comeback. It is a tough situation right now in Bundesliga with all these teams are playing different games, and it's very tight at the top, but I still think they can make a comeback in that title picture. They're still not out of it, so that is why I think they would be really happy with that performance, with that 3 points, a huge win for them. It helps that Union Berlin also lost, Leipzig also lost. They have a chance maybe to move up from that 7th place which they have been stayed at for the last 2-3 weeks. They would hope that they can start climbing up the table back to the Champions League places, because it's not only the league that is on the line, the Champions League places are on the line, because so many teams are right there, and 2-3 of them won as well, so it is very tight. Leipzig on the other hand, as I said before, first defeat of the season, and they would be really disappointed, and they would feel bad that they have lost their game, and they basically now Bayern have that 3 points a lead that they desperately needed. Leipzig have finally lost their first game of the season. They have been really good, but unfortunately today was not their day. But they would know that they have a team that can easily make a comeback, and it is just a blip in their form. They played a really good side, and when you play a side like Dortmund, there are going to be days when you win, and there are going to be days when you lose. And I think it was a Leipzig day today to lose, even though they played a really good. I think it was a very good game of football. I expected that. I said in the prediction video as well that it will be a very good game of football. I went for a Leipzig win, because the way that these teams came into the game, I thought that Leipzig are going to do it, but unfortunately for them, my prediction went wrong, and they were not able to get the win as well. On a whole, it was a really good game of football, and like you would love to watch games like this. That is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. What are your views on Dortmund? Do you think they are, could they make a comeback in the title picture, or do you think Bayern are, it is really tough for them? Let me know in the comment section below. And what about Leipzig? How do you think they are going to respond after their first defeat of the season? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 450 subscribers by the end of November, so please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, bye bye.